starts now.
Welcome to Newswatch 12 at 5. I'm Justin Betty. The long search is over. Yesterday, police found and arrested Christopher Anderson, the man they believe killed Rhinelander's Hannah Miller back on June 30th. Today, we're learning new information about what led to that arrest and what comes next. Newswatch 12's Georgina Fernandez joins us now live outside the Oneida County Sheriff's Office in Rhinelander with details. Georgina.
Justin, Christopher Anderson was arrested yesterday around 2:30 p.m. in connection to the death of Hannah Miller. Now, Anderson was Miller's ex-partner, and according to police, they quickly zeroed in on him as a suspect after talking to witnesses. Police had originally suspected Anderson to be hiding out in Minneapolis because of his ties to the area. However, after an anonymous tip, he was located yesterday afternoon in Carroll Stream, Illinois, a suburb of Chicago, ending a more than 2-month-long search.
We're pleased and we were able to reach out to the Hannah Miller family quickly and notify them. It's been a big weight off of our shoulders to get this resolved. However, we do have a lot of work left to do to finish this case and make sure that we give our 100% best effort into conviction at this point.
Sheriff Hartman says while their manhunt for Anderson is complete, they're now tasked with putting together the puzzle pieces between Miller's death and Anderson's arrest on Tuesday, including, Hartman says, looking at any crimes that may have been committed during Anderson's attempt to avoid arrest.
Obviously, we're very interested in Christopher Anderson's movements since the murder, and if anyone was helping him, we'd certainly be interested in knowing that information.
Now, Anderson is still located in Illinois, where he could be staying there for up to 90 days, depending on how long his extradition trial is. But he will be returning to Oneida County, where he'll be housed here at the jail and later appear in court. Live in Rhinelander, Georgina Fernandez, Newswatch 12.
Outside, Jeff, beautiful day, a little cooler than it has been.
Yeah, temperatures back in the 60s today, but 70s are not too far away, but postcard weather out there right now. Look at these clouds with temperatures hanging out in the mid 65 here in Rhinelander, 69 for Wausau. We have a couple issues, though, and that's in the form of showers and storms again. I know it's like deja vu like yesterday, right? So here we are, but the trajectory here is basically across parts of western Wisconsin, but still, a couple of these will meander into the northwoods this evening. They could give you some gusty winds and maybe some pea-sized hail. And then we're done. A long dry stretch unfolds for the weekend. But first, a couple of showers to get through tonight and the early parts of tomorrow morning. Our forecast then for tonight, though, is mostly cloudy skies. A couple of thunder showers out there with low temperatures down near 48. Your full forecast is coming up, Justin.
Thanks, Jeff. New data shows the number of people in our part of Wisconsin hospitalized with COVID-19 continues to rise. DHS reports we're now averaging more than 100 people in our 12-county north central Wisconsin region hospitalized with COVID at any point over the last week. That's up from a low of just 6 back in late July, just a month and a half ago. Now, on the bright side, statewide, the number of new COVID-19 cases has been leveling off, even falling over the last few days. We're now averaging about 1,600 new cases per day over the last week. DHS also reports 17 new deaths today. We're averaging about 8 per day statewide over the last week. Throughout the pandemic, kids have been exponentially less likely to suffer severe cases of COVID than adults. Of the nearly 8,000 confirmed deaths from COVID-19 here in Wisconsin, only 3 have been people under age 20. But as the school year is getting underway, health experts are seeing the virus have a slightly bigger impact on children and a much bigger impact on their families and unvaccinated teachers and staff. Chris Wynn reports.
A push to protect young children as they return to the classroom.
We're not getting the support that we should be getting from our government in a moment of a health crisis. So we're doing everything that we can to educate our folks and make sure that they do the right thing.
According to new data from the American Academy of Pediatrics, children now represent more than a quarter of new weekly cases, a concerning number, especially for those under the age of 12 who aren't yet able to be vaccinated.
We kept our kids home last year to keep them safe from COVID, and we send them back into school, and within a month here we go.
this is everything we try to avoid.
In Miami-Dade County Public Schools, district officials confirmed 13 school employees have died from COVID-19 since August 16th, all of whom were unvaccinated, according to their families.
84% of all of those who are currently hospitalized in Miami-Dade are unvaccinated individuals. The misinformation is having an impact in our communities, and it needs to stop.
This comes as a new Yale study finds that severe breakthrough cases tend to be in older people who also suffer from other conditions such as obesity or diabetes.
We knew a third immunization was in the cards, and then it's a matter of how quickly we're going to start seeing breakthrough infections and breakthrough hospitalizations, and I think we're reaching that point.
I'm Chris Wynn reporting.
By the way, tomorrow, President Biden is expected to unveil an updated approach to combating COVID-19 with more emphasis on mandates and testing in schools and workplaces. Well, more on that at 6. New reports suggest folks have been buying a lot more alcohol during the COVID-19 pandemic. The Wisconsin Department of Revenue says revenue from the state excise tax on alcohol during the fiscal year that ended in June was up 17% from the last year. It's based on a report from the nonpartisan Wisconsin Policy Forum. If those numbers hold, it would be the largest one-year increase in the state since 1972. The COVID-19 pandemic continues to stir up strong opinions from Newswatch 12 viewers. Take a listen to tonight's Your Two Cents.
I just want to comment on the woman that we just heard about get your vaccine. Well, my sister-in-law got one and got very ill and was hospitalized for 2 days. I've never had a flu shot. I've never had a flu. They do not have enough research on the vaccine.
Regarding your reporting of the Wisconsin daily COVID-19 DHS case numbers and vaccine percentages, I appreciate your station for continuing to report that information, and is the reason I choose Channel 12. I feel your coverage is brief enough and allows us viewers to stay up to date concerning any possible regional spread and that may come to our area. I also appreciate your station reporting the daily stock market summaries. Thank you.
If you want to make your voice heard on Your Two Cents, give us a call at 715-365-8812, extension 319. Remember, I respond to some of the calls on Fridays on My Two Cents. With Labor Day now in people's rearview mirrors, the traditional Northwood summer tourism season has officially come to an end. And while many resorts may be preparing for some downtime, or slow time at least, others have worked to provide cabin rentals year-round. Tim Sheritz, owner of Lakeview Shores Resort near Tomahawk, says he's transitioning to more long-term rentals for fall and winter to serve his customers.
We were expecting it to really drop off, but it's actually been the exact opposite. It's more of a transitioning from a weekly rentals. We've had a lot of people approach us and looking for more of long-term rentals through the winter.
Sheritz is a Minnesota native, bought Lakeview Shores last November. He says he had a strong summer season, and he's thankful for how friendly everyone was during his first year.
I would say the people are some of the best we've ever encountered. Everyone is very nice, willing to help. All of the business owners help each other. We push business back and forth. Everyone in town is very welcoming, so it was a nice situation for us to go into.
And he adds he's had a lot of booked reservations for next summer already. It's time of year when you start seeing more apple picking, eventually pumpkin picking and corn mazes outside. But one Minnesota farmer put his own spin on the traditional corn maze by creating one with hemp. Susan Elizabeth Littlefield has details.
Okay, here we go. Into the maze.
Into the maze.
It's a jungle. It's a cannabis jungle.
A jungle that's not as wild as it may appear.
Industrial hemp is usually grown for its food, its fiber, or it's grown for the medicinal side of it.
Not to get people high.
Not to get people high.
A science major at St. Olaf, Ted never thought he'd be a cannabis aficionado. The West Coast native made a deal with the Minnesota Department of Agriculture to create this one-of-a-kind hemp maze.
As far as I know, it's the only hemp maze in Minnesota and probably in the United States.
The hemp maze is about 2 acres. It takes about 20 minutes to get through, and Ted insists that it is family-friendly.
It'd be probably better. It's a beeswax grape seed oil base.
He says it's all about education. his plants are not for recreational purposes, but for functional ones.
It's a multi-purpose plant. It can feed you, it can shelter you, it can clothe you, and it can heal you.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
A message that's spreading fast because business is booming. Labor Day was the busiest weekend yet as more people understand this plant's roots.
So it was really about informing people and educating them so that when they leave, they're more educated and they understand, and there's not this stigma, this fear about the plant. No, it's a plant that we need to be communing with and actually growing on our farms in Minnesota.
The maze costs $6 per person. It's also open 7 days a week. With our long Northwoods winters, Wisconsin may not seem like the most obvious place to rely on solar power, but one local company has a creative idea to potentially bring some green energy to the region. Well, details in a few minutes. But first, Jeff's in with your full forecast. You're watching News Watch 12. We're proud to serve Conover and folks all across the Northwoods of Wisconsin.
Come to Carpet City Flooring Center's biggest sale and get the best for free. Through Saturday, get free installation on our best-selling carpet, free estimates, and interest-free financing. That's right. Free carpet installation, free estimates, and interest-free financing. Only at Carpet City Flooring Center. Come see why contractors and designers choose Carpet City Flooring Center for their flooring needs. And get the best for free with free carpet installation through Saturday.
Carpet City, our prices will floor you.
At Save More Marketplace, our expansive produce section features a large organic selection of the freshest fruits and vegetables. Get ready to fire up your grill with the finest cuts of Black Angus beef, USDA Prime, Wagyu ribeye, over 15 varieties of brats made in-house, and so much more. Our Scratch Bakery has fresh breads and custom cakes and design specialties for any occasion. Our deli has a great selection of meats, cheeses, and quick and easy meals. And with Save More on the go, we bring the freshness to you.
You've been putting it off all summer long, but now is the time. The time to call Renewal by Andersen and replace those frustrating, inefficient windows. Plus, we're having a Labor Day sale, so you'll get incredible savings on the most trusted family of window and patio door brands in America. Call for your free window diagnosis and begin your Renewal by Andersen signature service experience. A unique start-to-finish home improvement solution, skillfully guided by Renewal by Andersen professionals who are the best at window replacement because it's the only thing we do. In fact, Renewal by Andersen's signature service has earned us 4.7 stars in customer satisfaction from over 500,000 happy customers. Act now, because these unbelievable Labor Day sale savings on our exclusive Fibrix composite material windows end soon. Fibrix won't warp or bow over time like vinyl can, and is scientifically proven to stand the test of time. Our Labor Day sale is going on right now, but it won't last. Call today and let us complete your summer to-do list so you can wrap up your summer in comfort and style. Renewal by Andersen, the better way to a better window.
Mostly cloudy with cooler temperatures out there today. Pretty much everybody had highs back in the 60s. That's not normal. We should be low 70s, but hold on. We do have some warmer temperatures on the way, especially Saturday, when a couple of us could go for 80 on Saturday afternoon. Right now, though, it's 65 in Rhinelander, the north breeze around 8. It's been gusting near 25 through the afternoon, and a dew point there very low in the 40s right now. Around the Horn, hardly any. I don't see any. Oh, there's 171 there in Green Bay. Other than that, though, we're all in the 60s today. Probably the same story tomorrow, followed by some warmer temperatures getting in here toward the end of the week. So 67 is forecast high tomorrow, 73 for Friday, 77, and that may be a bit conservative for us on Saturday. A couple of you could do 80 on Saturday afternoon, but then we're right back down to reality again. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, high temperatures back where they're supposed to be in the upper 60s to low 70s. Out there now, so this is like deja vu, right? So yesterday I stood right here and said, notice the vertical nature of the clouds. Well, guess what's happening out there once again, as there's still a lot of instability in the atmosphere. The air above us is very cold. You heat that up, it begins to rise. Thus, you get clouds that look like this. And a couple of those do form showers and storms, and those are out there now. Now, right now, they're mainly across parts of western Wisconsin, and these are not as strong as the ones that came through yesterday. They gave us some wind gusts near 40 miles per hour and some pea-sized hail. But these will rotate rotate through the area tonight. Less coverage than last night. So expect a couple showers in the area this evening. And then once we're done with this tonight, we're done for a while. A long dry stretch unfolds. We are in good shape really for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But once again, there is some lightning in here across parts of western Wisconsin, and this could all kind of rotate through the area tonight into parts of tomorrow morning. So here's the big surface map, and high pressure really wants to build in that high and that high, but this low is just so strong. It's all wrapped up, and there's lots of coolness in the atmosphere above our heads right now, producing the instability we see out there currently. That will keep the showers going for a couple more hours tonight, but be out of here after midnight, and then it gets good. Then it gets really good as high pressure builds in for the weekend, and we're talking about Friday night games being played under the stars this week. No more rain showers in the forecast for Friday. Our forecast then for tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies, low temperatures down near 48. Still a couple of thunder showers to get through probably before 8 o'clock or so, and then we're done with that with northwest breeze around 5 miles per hour. For tomorrow, it's Thursday already. Lots of sunshine tomorrow, but still seasonably cool with high temperatures back in the upper 60s. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress shows a long dry stretch unfolding. Tomorrow we're dry, Friday we're dry, Saturday we're dry, Sunday we're dry as well. Look at the high temperature Saturday back in the upper 70s, even a couple low 80s. Justin?
All right, thanks, Jeff. As we all know, our daylight hours get a little short in winter here in northern Wisconsin. You might think that's a problem for solar farms. However, a new solar farm will soon offset our shorter days using snow. Newswatch 12's Andrew Kiekefer explains.
A lot of stars have to align for a project like this to come together, and they did in this case.
One Energy Renewables, a clean energy developer from Madison, is building a field of solar panels in Hodeg country, an idea once thought of as impractical for an area with a long winter season.
Historically, it has not been as feasible to make these projects work financially in northern latitudes, in the kind of central to northern part of Wisconsin.
Midwest Region Director of Development for One Energy, Eric Edelhoffen, explains that a more efficient design has created a practical year-round use for a solar field in the North Woods.
They're basically glass on the bottom and glass on top, so they can absorb solar from both the bottom and the top.
A crucial feature for a snowy landscape. Consider a winter day spent skiing.
You get burned from the sky, but also from the ground. So you get burned under your, on your chin. And the same thing happens with these solar projects. So that boosts production quite significantly.
The two-sided solar panels will increase solar production by 12 to 13% for northern latitude landscapes commonly blanketed by snow. This is just one of the many projects that are either in construction or being drafted across Wisconsin. The nonprofit group Renew Wisconsin seeks to heighten public awareness of Wisconsin's clean energy developments. The nonprofit's executive director, Heather Allen, shares.
We have a great deal of projects that are approved and poised to be built and energized. And then we have many, many more that are still sort of in the earliest stages of consideration and development.
Hodeg Solar will soon move from the construction phase to delivering energy right to the power grid.
Hope is that by the end of the year it will be then exporting power to the electrical system.
It's a step towards energy independence in Wisconsin. It's a step towards saving money for your household, for your business, for your farm. And it's a way to help Wisconsin have a secure energy future.
Reporting from the town of Crescent, Andrew Kiekefer, Newswatch 12.
And we'll have more on the timeline for that project coming up at 6. Well, right now, about 8,000 Afghan refugees are staying at Fort McCoy near Sparta in western Wisconsin. This week, a group of state Democratic leaders visited that site to learn how everything works. We'll hear what they're saying about it after the break.
Join us for Colorama Saturday, September 18th from 9 to 4 at the St. Germain Community Park. Events include horse-drawn wagon rides, live music, farmers market, and pints in the park.
Ho-Chunk Gaming Wittenberg presents Revisiting Creedence. Rocking the iconic catalog of CCR, one of America's all-time greatest bands. Saturday, September 11th. Outdoors, under the stars at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wittenberg. Celebrate the musical legacy of Creedence Clearwater Revival with Revisiting Creedence. Tickets just $30 in advance, 40 day of the show. Only at Ho Chunk Gaming Wittenberg.
My name's Arthur, Merrill, Wisconsin. In August of 2019, I started getting numbness in my feet. By July of 2020, my feet were so numb, I lost a sense of balance. I thought I was walking on stilts. I seen this ad for spinal aid. I took 20 treatments from them, and by then my feet were 90% better and no longer felt as I was walking on stilts.
Are you experiencing weakness, numbness, and or pain in your feet or hands? These sensations might even be affecting other areas of your body along with your balance. You might have already been diagnosed with peripheral neuropathy and are taking drugs such as Lyrica, gabapentin, or Cymbalta that never seems to help. Neuropathy pain ultimately diminishes your quality of life. Call Spinal Aid of Wausau today to see if our treatment methods are right for you. Call 715-203-1508 to schedule your neuropathy severity consultation or visit us at spinalaid.com.
Woodland Creek Furniture in Minocqua has over $3 million worth of furniture in stock and ready for speedy delivery. Find an incredible selection of furnishings ranging from traditional to transitional, cottage to casual. Shop Woodland Creek Furniture in Minocqua.
Now that thousands of Afghan refugees are safely at Fort McCoy here in Wisconsin, lawmakers are talking about what comes next. State Republican leaders toured the facility last week. This week, Democrats, including Senator Tammy Baldwin, paid a visit. Madeline O'Neill has the latest.
A new backpack and coloring book, a makeshift game of volleyball at a temporary place to call home.
Gratitude has been expressed over and over and over again, and so I think that's something we can take to heart.
The Department of Homeland Security isn't releasing exact numbers, but as of late last week, there were more than 8,000 Afghan refugees here at Fort McCoy, which has a capacity of about 13,000.
We have to do this and do it well. Otherwise, we will be hard-pressed in the future to find any friend or any ally who's going to be willing to stand with us at a time of need.
Democratic lawmakers say it's time to stand with refugees.
You will be hard-pressed to find any service member who served in Afghanistan who does not believe that what we're doing here at Fort McCoy isn't the right thing to do. It's the moral thing to do.
Refugees are getting vaccinated against diseases such as measles, and just one refused the COVID-19 shot.
I wish we had anything like that in our country right now.
Democrats praised the vetting process, something Republicans have questioned on their tours of the facility last month, noting that some are still in the immigration process.
I still have some very significant questions that I'll be following up with the Biden administration on regarding the vetting process of individuals who've exited Kabul.
Baldwin says so far there have been no red flags.
There are no 100% guarantees with any of this, but I am comfortable with the extreme vetting process that we were briefed on today. The multi-layered, the biometric, all the background checks.
Next comes relocation, expected to take off in coming weeks to find refugees a more permanent home.
We're doing it well because we're doing it the Wisconsin way.
I learned long ago, if you've got the right tools and a little know-how, you can do it yourself. And no wall of mine's gonna get some dime a dozen paint. Pittsburgh Paints and Stains. Premium performance from start to that tough, washable, one-coat finish. It exceeds expectations of what makes great paint. Pittsburgh Paints and Stains.
Get 11% off everything, including Pittsburgh Paints and Stains.
Whenever you feel like the raccoon's outside, you take your...
Gun.
No, honey!
Fighting with family can be straight up.
I love you so much.
Family Game Fight, new tonight on NBC.
That's the thing about this city. Everything is shared. Joy, pain, everything. Chicago brings out the very best in all of us.
Chicago Wednesday returns September 22nd on NBC.
Some days, you just don't have it. Not my uncle, though. He's taking Trulicity for his type 2 diabetes. And now, he's really on his game.
Once weekly Trulicity lowers your A1C by helping your body release the insulin it's already making. Most people reached an A1C under 7%. Plus, Trulicity can lower your risk of cardiovascular events. It can also help you lose up to 10 pounds. Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. It's not approved for use in children. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it. You or your family have medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems. Show your world what's truly inside. Ask your doctor about once weekly Trulicity.
At Culver's, we never tire of crafting fresh frozen custard right in our restaurants.
As soon as I'm like, who wants Culver's custard? The kids are already running out the door.
Hello, everybody. Here's your custard. Always rich and creamy, always sure to put a smile on your face.
It's more than just a special treat. It's creating memories with my children and family time.
Is it really good?
Yeah.
Family time is custard time. Welcome to Delicious.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Slumberland.
All right, a bit cooler today. Temperatures are hanging out in the 60s generally. There's 170 on the map, 71 in Green Bay, even a 59 in Marquette, which, Justin, you were there, I think, last week. Yeah, but overall, we have a couple thunder showers in the area again. Just like yesterday's deja vu. These are not as wide of coverage, though, as they were yesterday, and they're less strong, too. So expect a couple of thunder showers across the area tonight. They will fade away with the sunset, and then it gets really good around here. Long, dry stretch unfolds into the weekend. We have a great looking weekend. In fact, Saturday, a couple of us could do 80 through the afternoon.
One last taste of summer.
One last taste.
All right, thanks, Jeff. Thanks for joining us on Newswatch 12 at 5. NBC Nightly News is next. We'll see you back here at 6 with more.